Once upon a time, in a small village school, there was a boy named Arjun. Arjun always sat on the last bench, not because he wanted to, but because no one believed in him, not even himself. He was quiet, shy, and afraid to speak in English. Every time the teacher asked a question in English, Arjun would lower his head, hide his eyes, and pray not to be asked. His classmates laughed at him. Arjun doesn't even know how to say his name in English, one boy joked. He will always be a failure, another girl added. But Arjun stayed silent. That night, at home, Arjun sat in the corner of his small house. His father, a farmer, came and sat next to him. "Why are you sad, my son?" "I can't speak English, Papa. Everyone laughs at me. I feel useless." "You are not useless," his father said gently. "A seed grows slowly, but one day it becomes a tree. Start small, but never stop." Arjun's eyes filled with tears, but his father's words planted a new thought in his mind. The next morning, Arjun stood in front of the mirror. "Hello, my name is Arjun," he whispered. "I want to learn English. I can do this." He downloaded a free English app on his father's old phone. Every day, before school, he learned 5 new words. He practiced simple sentences. At school, when the teacher asked a question, he still sat quietly. But at home, he repeated everything in English. Slowly, he started understanding. Then one day, something happened. The English teacher, Ms. Anita, said, "Tomorrow we will have an English storytelling competition. Anyone can join." The class laughed. Maybe Arjun will come and say hello and then run away. But Arjun smiled. That night, he wrote his first story in English. It was a small story about a bird learning to fly. He practiced it in front of a mirror, in front of a cow, in front of his little sister, anyone who would listen. The next day, Arjun stood on the stage. His hands were shaking. His legs were cold. But he remembered his father's words. A seed grows slowly. He looked at the crowd and began. Once upon a time, there was a small bird. The bird was afraid to fly. As he continued, his voice became stronger. His English was not perfect, but it was his voice, his story. When he finished, there was silence. Then clap, clap, clap. The entire room clapped. Even the headmaster smiled. That day, Arjun didn't win the competition, but he won something bigger, courage. Months passed. Arjun made a habit, 15 minutes of English speaking every morning, reading a small English book every week, watching English cartoons, listening to English podcasts. His teacher noticed. "Arjun, you've improved a lot. Would you like to help others in class?" He nodded. Soon, he started a small English club in his school. Every Friday, students would gather, speak in English, share jokes, and read stories. Arjun became a leader, the same boy who once sat silently on the last bench. 3 years later, Arjun got selected to give a speech in English at a district-level event. He stood in front of 500 people. He said, "I was once called the last bench dreamer, but I believe every dream begins somewhere. Mine began with one word, hello. If you're afraid to speak in English, don't stop. Speak anyway. Make mistakes. Learn. Grow." The crowd stood up and clapped. And in that moment, Arjun smiled. Not because he spoke perfect English, but because he believed in himself. Moral of the story: you don't need to be perfect to start. You need to start to become better. Like Arjun, you can go from being a last bench dreamer to a confident speaker. Just believe, begin, and never stop trying.